You wrote an article about why Kevin Stefanski thinks that these Vikings joint practices that'll go on tomorrow and Thursday are so important.
Well, I think he's not the only coach, but a lot of them are putting less and less emphasis on preseason games. The answer is we play them because they're on the schedule. We also know that it's part of the season ticket package and pretty good moneymaker for the teams because the players aren't getting their full salary in the preseason. And so, when you look at that, games are televised and there's a lot of revenue involved there. But I think from the coaching standpoint, this is the fourth straight year that Kevin Stefanski has done joint practices. There were some in the past coaches that would do it, but it wasn't to this extreme every year. And I said it earlier because the coaching staff, particularly, Kevin Stefanski, can control what the script is. They know that the players are scripted. Even though you're going against the number ones on the Vikings, they are mandated not to touch the quarterbacks. They're not allowed to touch the quarterbacks on their own team. So it will carry over into this. When you get out in a preseason game, all bets are off. And when you have 90 guys on the roster, you know, there's somebody that's fighting for his life, maybe on the opposition, that's going to go all out and maybe have a late hit or do something that he's not supposed to try to make a name for himself or to try to make a team. So I think the bottom line is Stefanski said it again yesterday is the control of the setting and the script. And sometimes you don't get all the situations in a game. You might want to work on your 2 minute drill, but you really can't do it, if you're fourth and 10 or you want to work on third and three and you have a second and two and third and one and different situations that you might want to specifically work on or goal line or red zone. You can't dial them up in a game. You can't say timeout, we want to put the ball in the 20 or we want to do this or that. They can do that in these scrimmages. So you're going to see ones versus ones, high octane. He mentioned going against Brian Flores' defense, and so I think the Browns look at this as the peak, the most important 2 days of training camp, these joint practices this year with the Vikings.